The city of Dearborn, just 14 kilometers west of downtown Detroit in the U.S. state of Michigan, is perhaps best known for being the hometown of the Ford Motor Company. But it is also home to the largest Arab American population in the United States. The Arab American National Museum is located here, as well as the largest mosque in the U.S. Imam Imran Salha leads the evening prayer at the Islamic Center of Detroit.
I can tell you myself on a personal level, every time I have voted in favor of the Democrats.
At the last election, almost 70% of Arab American voters in Michigan voted for President Joe Biden. But that could now change, with anger growing following the Biden administration's support of Israel's response to the October 7th attacks by Hamas.
To put Kamala in power after she was in power already, during the time where this genocide was ongoing, then the ink that I would use to sign that ballot would be through the blood of close to 200,000 innocent civilians in Gaza. I will never do that.
Michigan is a so-called battleground state. It voted narrowly for Donald Trump in 2016 and for Biden in 2020 by a margin of 154,000. There are some 200,000 registered Muslim voters in Michigan, more than enough voters to swing the state. Osama Siblani is the publisher of the Dearborn-based The Arab American News. He feels voter apathy is the key issue.
We are in a listening mode, but everything that we've been listening to is not very encouraging. There is no policy change. I would probably say 50–60% of the registered voters will not vote for president.
Although the election is fast approaching, there is still time for the Harris campaign to win over Arab American voters. But for some residents here, it would appear that window has already closed.
Samra Lukman is a local community activist.
We've voted blue no matter who for decades now. I never thought that we would be anywhere near this, that I could tell you I'm willing to vote for Trump. I'm willing not just to vote for Trump, I'm willing to campaign for Trump to ensure that the Democratic Party loses.
But others are taking a different approach. Layla Labid is a co-founder of the Uncommitted Movement, an organization of Democrats that aims to put pressure on the Biden administration to change policy in the Middle East.
I am fighting for the majority of Democrats who want to see a permanent immediate ceasefire. For me, this is about building people power within the Democratic Party that will shift the leaders of the Democratic Party, because ultimately they need our votes. They need to earn our votes in order to stay in power.
Sensing an opening, the Trump campaign is aiming to win over Arab American voters. November promises to be a tight presidential race, and it may come down to small margins in areas like this one as to who will win the White House. Dan Williams, CGTN, Dearborn, Michigan.